16th November, we told you that the markets are going to be range bound until next expiry. And you can see how the markets have been in the last couple of days. A very warm good evening, traders. This is your host Nilotpal from your beloved Vidhi Akshaya. And today we are going to discuss that how Bank Nifty can perform tomorrow during expiry, what kind of moves can we get, what kind of expectation should we keep from the market, and which levels can be our hero zero levels. So let's first start up with the daily time frame of Bank Nifty. In the daily time frame, Bank Nifty has somehow tried to sustain above yesterday's doji candle, which it was, which it did not. Okay, so the high of the doji is somewhere around 43,725, and the low of the doji is somewhere around 43,450. Okay, so these are your two very important levels. You can expect extremely, and I mean it, extremely range bound markets within these levels. Now, when will we see a good move? A good move will only be seen once we break today's high tomorrow. Okay, today's high is one of the most important levels for tomorrow, and to watch closely what today's exact high was. Today's high was somewhere around here. Let's say this level is somewhere around 43,775. We faced resistance in this level two times. One after we opened a gap up, and two which is somewhere around 12 p.m. Okay, so these are the two very important levels, and this level is our hero zero level tomorrow. If we sustain above this level, then we can expect a very good momentum from Bank Nifty tomorrow. We'll see a trendy day, and a trendy day, the first target of the trendy day will be somewhere around 44,080. Okay, this will be our first target for the trendy day, and if we sustain about 44,080, then our next targets will be somewhere around 44,420. If we sustain above this level, then we'll take big targets. Positionally, personally, I will take big targets. I will take a target of at least until 44,400, which is around 650 points. So let's see how the market performs tomorrow. Now, today we can also see a very beautiful formation of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this pattern is more clearly visible in 5-minute time frame. Let's try to analyze this pattern. See, uh, market will not always give you patterns in complete clear form that okay, this is the pattern, this is how I form it. No, it will try to form different variations of that pattern. Okay, you can see 2 to 3 different patterns here. Let me showcase you everything. So the first pattern is this one. This is kind of the first shoulder is somewhere around 44,682. Second shoulder is somewhere around 44,667, and the head is somewhere around here, which is around 43,585. Okay. Now let's ignore this. Let's say that this is not a very good pattern, but you can also see a rounding bottom pattern here, very small rounding bottom pattern. Okay, this is your rounding bottom pattern. This pattern will activate only when we sustain above 43,725. So tomorrow we'll initiate a small buying position above 43,725. Our targets will be 43,775. Above 43,775, I will personally take targets of at least 44,400 positionally. At least 2 to 3 days, I'll take positionally this. Now let's see on the lower side what are our very important levels. On the lower side, our first important small box is somewhere around here. This level is 43,665. Okay, 43,665 on the lower side on a 5 minutes time frame. If we open flat, then 43,665 is our support zone, support level, and 43,725 is our resistance level. Above this zone, we'll buy for targets of 43,775, and above 43,775, we'll take big targets. If we open with a small gap down, or we look for targets below on the lower side, then our first target will be somewhere around 43,585. This is our first target. Below 43,585, we can easily show targets of 43,450, and then again you can see a bounce back from 43,450. We are not breaking this level right now, not so easily. Okay, chances are very high of a small gap up. So let's see how the markets perform. Now your hero zero move is only possible above two different levels. Your first level is above 43,775 on the higher side, we'll get a good hero zero move. And on the lower side, the hero zero move will be captured around below 43,450 only. On the lower side, a good hero zero move will be captured only below 43,450. There is no other level for the selling hero zero move. Now let's check how Nifty has performed today. Nifty has formed a complete again. This is an indecision candle. You can't name that okay buyers are strong here or sellers are strong here. This is indecision candle, but okay, we can see a the arrival of new buyers. The sole reason behind that is Nifty reclaimed its previous day high. Okay, Nifty has closed the candle above its previous day high, so we can say from that the at least small buyers have entered. Big buyers have not entered now. Now above which level will big buyers enter? Buyers will enter above 19,450. We saw this level last week. 19,450 will act as a strong level, and the strongest level above which actually big buyers will enter with exact confirmation, that level is 19,880. 19,880 is your biggest resistance on the upper side. If 19,880 sustains above, then you can expect a very good rally for the next 2 to 3 days, including gap ups. Okay, in Nifty. Now let's see intraday wise what levels do we have. Intraday wise, see the range is not that big, so we'll keep our levels very simple. We'll simply connect today's high and low and find out the 50% ratio. So this is our level. This level is somewhere around 19,790. Now 19,790, let me check it this way. Okay, yeah. So a very important level for tomorrow is 19,790. If we open flat, then we can show some consolidation within the range of this 19,755, and above this we can show our consolidation range can be this one 19,755 19,790. If we consolidate and fall below 19,755, then we can see a good fall in Nifty, because Nifty has somehow small buyers have entered today. So below today's low, these buyers will be trapped and sellers will enter the market. So you can see a good fall below 19,755. The big targets of this fall will be around 19,675. Okay, on the lower side, these are the targets. On the higher side, if we break out 19,790, then first target is 19,849, 850. Above 850 will see targets until 880. It's very difficult to break 19,880 tomorrow if we open flat, because Nifty has expiry day after tomorrow. So most probably our max target will be 19,880. But if we sustain above 19,880, then you can see big targets of 20,100, 200 easily. Okay, in 2 to 3 days from Nifty 50. These are our targets for Nifty 50. Now let's check out FINNIFTY. See, FINNIFTY, we have to ignore this index for tomorrow, or we can also trade by taking a bit of risk. We gave you a very narrow range, 19,590 to 19,640 today. Market could not even break a 50-point range. This is how badly sellers have gripped this market. And this is why we said on 16th November that markets are range bound. It's better if you avoid. Okay. So tomorrow above 19,640 we'll go for calls, very simple setup, and below 19,590 we'll go for puts, no questions asked further. Okay, this is your simplest setup for FinNifty tomorrow if you trade it. Now for mid cap index we have to change to one hour time frame, a 1 day time frame. See, mid cap has formed a doji candle on the high yesterday on 20 November. So we'll simply mark the doji low until we sustain above 9,440. Mark my words, until we sustain above 9,440, do not expect a very big bearish momentum. And if we sustain above 9,500, then you can expect a good momentum on the upside, which is around 100 to 150 points, not more than that. Okay, for now. So currently markets are expected to consolidate within this zone. On the lower side, this zone is 19,440, and on the higher side, this zone is 9,440 on the lower side and 9,500 on the higher side. If we break down this zone, then you can expect at least, and I'm saying at least you can expect 345 points fall from mid cap Nifty, which will give you a very trendy move, one-sided move. If we stay within this zone of 9440 and 9500, I suggest you ignore mid cap Nifty for tomorrow. We'll also share some stocks with you, which include HDFC Bank, Divis Lab, Reliance Industries, Asian Paints, and rather and others. So do join the group. If you are already in the group, then do wait. We'll send the stocks by tonight. That's all from us today. Thank you, and let's meet again tomorrow.